In today's episode of Who Needs a Haircut, all right, here we go. So, this is a follow up to previous videos where I've actually been putting in lithium battery, lithium converter, took out the old converter, and we have an inverter running some of the items like laptops and things in the front. Haven't quite got to the AC yet. Thinking I'm going to install a 12 volt AC unit. I've been looking at those, waiting for the price to drop. Anyway, let me show you what I've got going on here now, actually having added a solar panel to the lithium battery. So check it out. Okay, and as always, I love getting comments and love to hear what you guys have got going on, because I still have no clue. So this is where the converter went in here, where the AC circuit is. And it's quite tidy right now. I had to screw it together so the lid wouldn't fall down. It's all jerry rigged. Not sure if you're allowed to say that anymore. Anyway, okay, so this is like a positioning thing for ease of getting at through walls and stuff like that. So okay, I've got just to recap real quick, got the inverter behind the TV here, and then I've got electrical cord, which I haven't tidied up yet, completely going through all the way to the front, and it's a couple of receptacles out front in the what do you call it, opposite the stove, the dinette area. So, all right, getting to today's subject matter. Of course, I'm doing a solar panel today when it literally just started raining. Go figure. All right, so here's the lithium battery. It's a 300 amp hour AH. It's actually about $300 on, can't remember if it was eBay or Amazon, but I think it was one of those. Second go around, the first one was dead, D-E-D, dead. So you need a controller for your solar panel, and this was definitely on Amazon, and it was actually super inexpensive in my opinion. The controllers can run quite a lot of money here. Okay, so note to self, and this is really important. Apparently you have to hook up the battery first so it can auto detect the voltage, and then attach your solar panel. It's really hard to see here, but it's got those little markings. So this is load here if we wanted to attach other DC stuff. This is the battery, and then this is the solar panel. And even as cloudy as it is, it's actually pulling in some volts. I got 11.1 volts, which, isn't a lot, but not bad. It's giving you the temperature control on the battery, which is a little high in my opinion, but, I've got the air on pretty high here just because, we're not actually traveling in it at the moment, and it is on shore power. And I'm not 100% sure why it's doing it twice here. Could not tell you why. Maybe that's just a self-check. It has this particular one here has a couple of fans on it, and they have not kicked in, so I'm delighted about that, because I was wondering where to actually put this controller. What I'm thinking about with the solar panel is to actually, behind this panel right here is the old phone line and cable input. So I think I might make use of that for the solar panel output to go to it. But let's do it. Let's do a walk. There's the controller, as I was saying, and what it was reading. And again, it is storming here today. That's the floor for the generator replacement. I'm gonna build a video about that later. And I've literally just got this sitting in the dinette. It's not even facing this what could be the sun. The sun's out that way. There's our windshield. So of course, they've invented connectors for these things, darn it. And of course now you have to get connectors for it. So I was like, well, I'm just going to tape this in so I can see whether it works or not. Whether I needed to return this panel. It's a flexible panel. I got it on sale. I don't do retail. And it actually ended up being about $90, so I'm pretty charged up about that. Get it? No pun intended. So that's the solar setup. Haven't figured out where to put that yet. Ideally, I'd love to have a flexible one that could go in the awning and just wrap it up and then unwrap it, with your awning. but I don't think they're far along for that yet. This is still pretty rigid, even though it is flexible. So deciding whether to put it on the roof permanently. It's not really designed for that. But got enough cord here, enough connections to this to where I've got some flexibility as to where, there's that pun again, as to where I can actually put this. We could literally just shove it out a window somewhere and see, see how it goes. All right, so I'm going back to the setup here, and I'm probably just going to leave that run. I see the voltage just drops, got even a little less because it's even more storming here at the moment. So that's kind of cool. I'm pretty impressed with this so far. It's a little bit junky here, so I'm going to tidy this up. Obviously, it's just because, and I've noticed that these bolts that go into the terminals that go into the battery here, they're quite short. So I'm thinking about just taking another, connection off of here and then putting like a junction box or something for it to all get tidied up and put back in. I've got vents on the doors here. This battery has not even got close to being warm of any kind since putting this in. And the converter works pretty well to charge it up when it's actually on, and so now we've got the double charge of the solar. So let me know what you think, guys. This is how to put it together for minimal dollars. I think the controller was about $60. Okay, this is RV Cuckoo. Give us a shout.